You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Oh, it stopped a little early. I thought I was going to get this lit, but that's okay. That is okay. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I think it's hilarious because I get notifications that people are loving it, hearting it, and liking it, but like there's no viewers. But if I go look later, it's weird. StreamYard, it's crazy. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? I am just sitting back with some unicorn poop cannabis in joint form. Yeah. Going to enjoy this. And then as soon as this show's done, I need to make supper, and then I need to get back into studying. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of work this course is taking for me. I don't know if everybody in the course is going through this, but I mean, I haven't been in school in a long time, and it's a lot of information, so it's a little bit overwhelming for me, but I'm getting through it. I will hopefully get through it all, graduate on time, and then continue on. I don't need that. I already did what I needed to do with that. So now I'm just enjoying enjoy it. We're going to close my office door, though. I'm doing really well, Carolyn. Besides my mechanic being on vacation, and he's not back until August 7th, and I just want my van fixed. Besides that, life is pretty good. Life is pretty good. It's busy. Yeah, life is really, really busy these days. And I'm already preparing to head to Mexico in September. It's only like 2 months away, not even. For practicum and graduation, I have a ton of work left to do before I get there. And it's been crazy. I don't know how many people are actually in here right now. I see the likes and hearts going up, and I see comments, but I don't see if anybody's in here or not. So I do have a giveaway. It is sitting down here. I've got a t-shirt among other things, stickers, of course. But I also have an announcement that I need to make. This is going to be my last show doing your evening medicine break for a while. I am running out of time quickly to get stuff done for my studies down in Mexico. And I really do. Hi, Kimberly. I want to get part of a vacation into before I go. So I've decided that I'm giving up this particular show until October. Hi, Marion. How are you? Oh, I absolutely love you, darling. I am just going back and forth here. Marion. I'm also preparing. I have, before I go, I have a high school reunion. It's our 35th reunion. 35 years since I graduated from high school. And I have an Army reunion for my Army regiment coming up very soon. So in weighing everything I need to do and everything that's going on, I've decided to give up this show. So this is my last show, and it's not forever. It's just until probably October. Once I graduate and get back and get some stuff organized, once I'm back, I will hopefully be starting up the show again, and we'll be collecting giveaway stuff as I go along. So I will be fully stocked up when it comes time to come back on air. I'm going to be sticking with the Mushy Moment, of course. Steve and I do that. We absolutely love doing that show. And I'm going to be sticking around the news for now as well. When I leave in September, I'm not going to be doing either show for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But that's okay. Al will make do without me, and Steve will either make do without me, or we will just play repeats for 3 weeks, and then I'll be back. Yeah, so it's really exciting, very exciting times for me, but very, very busy. So I have decided that it is time to concentrate on school. And I'm hoping this is the only podcast I have to give up for now. The only one I have to put on pause, so to speak, for a while. But it's just been with the surgeries that I've had to jump into, the emergency surgeries, and school and grandchildren and my daughter and life. It's just something had to give somewhere. And I know people understand. I do have one last t-shirt that I am giving away tonight for anybody that got entered. It is a lady style large. And it is the red and white one. It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love this one. We're just going to tuck it in up here so it stays up. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Almost looks like I'm, wearing it. And because this was in the picture, I decided to throw in this patch as well. It is a cannabis patch. It came from, it sure does. This came from Hempies out in Langley, BC, actually. Yeah. So you can sew this onto, a jacket on the back or on a messenger bag or whatever. Absolutely. I have a couple of mushroom stickers, which are really, really nice. Oh, the shirt's falling down. We have some cannabis stickers. I actually have 3 here, so we have these 2. Like blunts. I like blunts, and I cannot lie. The other one is 420 Stoner Queen. I have some cute little froggy stickers. Again, I grabbed 3 because I apparently didn't pay attention to what I was doing. So whoever wins is just getting extra stickers, which is okay. I'm not drawing for a while, but I just figured I'd go over it. I might go over it again later. We have some uplifting stickers, and it says, okay, if you need more space for yourself. We have one that says, do something creative every day. This one says, the best is yet to come. Oh, I just got a private message. I am taking a course out of Mexico. It is all about the medicine 5-MeO-DMT, or the natural version is called Bufo alvarius. It is toad secretions, or 5-MeO is made in a lab from melatonin. So it has been nicknamed the God molecule. A lot of people fly off into the heavens, and when you have a full dissolution with this medicine, which takes a little bit, you don't have it every time. For me, it was like meeting the creator. So they call this the God molecule because, you meet God, so to speak, We have some beautiful heart stickers. Again, there's 3. I think that this is an appropriate one. We have Pride going on here in Nova Scotia right now. I think most of the world. There are 2 little iron-on heart patches. I love these. They're so cute. There is a little resin weed leaf roach clip. I grabbed that out of there. And then I found these uplifting pens. I think they're fun. So I've been tossing one in, and it's called Do Amazing Things. That's what it says on it. Do amazing things. So I might show this all off here in a minute again, before I actually do the wheel to see who wins. It was sitting here, and I didn't show a picture earlier, so that's why I wanted to show it a little earlier. So there we go. A shirt, patch, some stickers, some hearts, a pen, a roach clip. It's all good. Oh, good evening, Dina. I'm so sorry to hear that you are having a crappy night. Sending you tons of love. Hi, Leona. Yeah, well, we're not there yet. We got another 19 minutes to go, Carolyn. Well, probably about 17 by the time I hit the button and whatnot. We'll find out who shortly. I haven't even fully prepared the room. When I'm done here, I'm going to go make some supper. And I'm making my mom used to make this casserole. Really, really simple casserole. Ah, what is going on? Okay. My computer froze. I think you're still there, but everything's frozen. There we go. You got it. Everything unfroze. That was really weird. Nothing would move at all. That was strange. So, but I got her figured out. Well, actually, it's not that I figured it out. It's just that it all unfroze. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. One of those days. So I went up to the local, I shouldn't even say local. It is, they're probably about 45 minutes away from me. But it is one of the Indigenous dispensaries here in Nova Scotia called Smatkins. And Smatkins Organics. And they put their, oh my goodness, their top shelf stuff and they roll it and they call it Right Deadly Joints. So this time I got one called Unicorn Poop. Yeah. It's pretty good. It burns pretty clean. It has a high THC, which at Smatkins, that's what puts it on the top shelf. It has nothing to do with how it burns. It's the level of THC that it's registered for. So I don't know if they do that everywhere, but if they do, like I learned something the other day because, like I always thought top shelf was the stuff that could, was the cleanest. Yeah, it's a nice one. I enjoy it, Carolyn. I enjoy it very much. Yeah. So I've been going through some emergency dental surgeries. I have shared parts of my story over a number of years. Some people have heard it and some people haven't. I used to be addicted to a lot of pharmaceuticals. I was on them for years, and I was on a lot of pharmaceuticals, from opiates to chemical THC to benzos to, all kinds of mental health medications. And I took a lot over the years. I used to take handfuls of pills 5 times a day. It was gross. And they have weakened my teeth. So sadly, I am also a teeth grinder at night. So weakened teeth plus grinding them all night, every night, pretty heavily has left me with a very sore jaw, number one. But it has also left me with numerous cracked teeth. Most of them are cracked up in the roots. So we don't even know that it's happening until I end up in pain. And I guess I have been sober long enough that my body is saying, okay, let's get rid of everything that's broken, at least in the tooth area. So that is what's been going on. I've had a lot of people messaging me and asking. And so I just wanted to tell you, like, it's something pretty simple, but it is something very, very painful. If you have PTSD, such as mine, a lot of the times you have a much higher pain tolerance. And so I do. So my pain, it has to hit an 11 out of 10 before I honestly want to do something about it. Until then, I can keep it pretty repressed in the back of my mind. I can keep it pretty numbed out in my head. But once I start complaining about pain, it means that it's hitting 11 out of 10. I'll think that it's a 2 out of 10 until it hits that 11, and then it just kind of goes haywire. So that's been happening a lot. It's happened for a few different teeth, 3 actually, and then they screwed up on one. She said, oh, I can do that with a filling. And she put a filling in, and the filling half cracked out. And then she put a filling in again, and that filling half cracked out. And it was because the tooth was broken and it wasn't repaired. It kept shifting and breaking the filling. So that's why that was gone. So that's why I've missed a bunch of days. And, I'll probably have a few more like that before it's all fixed. So here's hoping that, we're close to the end. But we have to, it's literally just trying to figure out which ones aren't cracked. We can leave those and build around them. It's not a fun, it's not a fun thing to go through. I wish that I could tell every other addict I know out there that this is going to happen. Or everybody that's potentially, I just wish I could stop them. It's very painful. It's very upsetting. And it's kind of embarrassing, but it is one of the side effects of being addicted to pharmaceuticals. I'm sure that the street drugs that I was addicted to at one point in time, and the alcohol didn't do me any favors, or the cigarettes, but it is mostly the pharmaceuticals that did it. It's an absolutely terrible thing. Very painful, very gross. And it makes me worry about my bones too, because if my enamel is that weak, I mean, and teeth are basically, they're bones. Are the rest of my bones that weak? What if I trip and fall? Am I going to end up with a broken, like a bunch of broken arms, a broken hip? I'm still only young for all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. It's a scary thought process. It really is. What are you guys smoking on tonight? My joint, I keep talking my joint out, but I think we're all used to that by now. Oh, that's hard, Carolyn. Yeah, I'd like to get, figure out if any of the other ones are cracked and from grinding, and then get a bite plate to protect the ones that I haven't completely ruined. Because if I can have a bite plate, that should save the rest of the teeth. And so yeah, it's been a terrible experience. The one dentist I was going to, when she did the first filling, and the filling fell out, or half fell out. She did the second filling, and it cracked and fell out overnight. I woke up in the morning screaming in pain. It was absolutely the worst pain I think I've ever had, ever. And she didn't answer me. It took her 6.5 hours to finally answer me. I ended up going to another dentist, an emergency dentist, and I had it taken out. And the dentist said, "It's no wonder you were in pain." And he said, your dentist should have answered you back right away. Morning after procedure, always, like you're supposed to be top priority, and everybody in the office should know that, like, you are top priority. So yeah, I was pretty upset with her. She's moved to Newfoundland now. Not that that really concerns any of you guys, but she went over to Labrador. She's moving to Labrador. They just got allowed back into Labrador City from all of those fires. Yeah, mine too. Of course, you grind in your sleep. And that's what I do too. And I can control it during the day, but I grind in the sleep. And, there's not much that I can do about that. I work really hard to not. But when you're sleeping, you kind of do what your body's going to do. So I'm really hoping the end of the month to get a bite plate, because that'll help a lot. And also, for anybody, I've got to share a dorm room type thing when I go to Mexico in September. So anybody that's sharing the room with me, they don't want to hear me grind my teeth either. So I would like to get something. Oh, thanks, sweetheart. It's now in the past, and I'm heading to a new dentist, and I'm going with a letter from my psychiatrist to say she has PTSD. So I'm kind of hoping that this experience with the new dentist is going to be better than any other experience I've had with dentists so far. Not that the last one was bad, but it wasn't as compassionate as it should have been, even for somebody that doesn't have PTSD. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so just to repeat myself one more time, this is going to be the last show for a while, probably until late October. Only because school is busy as fuck, and I really just want to continue on and get really good marks in school and graduate and come back a facilitator, and then see how things are at that point in time. I'm going to stick with the Mushy Moment, of course, and stay with Pace News for now. I'm hoping that I can still have those few hours to be able to do that while I am finishing up my studies. Yeah. It is the worst, Leona. I have degenerative discs. I get some headaches sometimes, and headaches are like this far away from tooth pain. Absolutely horrible pain. So yeah, it is terrible. But I do have to say, it's my own fault, sort of. It is from the addictions. So it's a combination of the reason why I became an addict, the doctors that just wanted to throw pills at me, and it's the doctor that threw all the pills at me he used to be a cannabis friendly doctor, and then the RCMP got mad at him. So he stopped prescribing cannabis and he started throwing pills at everybody. And I got to him just as that happened. So I only got the pills. I didn't get the cannabis. And so I was on the pills for a long freaking time. Hence the reason why the teeth are so weak. Yeah. I've learned if I could get this all written up in a beautiful, eloquent speech and then run around and tell high school students, be careful as you go forth in the future. Go with natural. I would. If they would let me tell them that, I would run around to the high schools and tell them that everywhere I could. I don't think they're going to let me, go to the grade 12 students that would preach to use cannabis and magic mushrooms over pharmaceuticals, but there you go. I would. If I could go back to my teenage self, I would tell her to, instead of following the cocaine and the pharmaceuticals, follow the cannabis and the mushrooms. I would work hard to do that, but I can't go backwards. I can only go forwards. So that's what it is. So that's why I am taking some time off. Blah, all kinds of stuff. I have a t-shirt, and some of you were here at the beginning when I showed all of this off, but we have one of those epic t-shirts that Al gave me. It's the last red and white one. It is a lady style size large. So it has the shorter arms. And it's a size large and has kind of the fitted style instead of just straight down. I have a handful of stickers, guys. I showed them all off in the beginning. I'm not going to show them all off now. I am just going to pick them up and go. There is handful of stickers. There's hearts and there's frogs and there's cannabis and there's mushrooms and there's uplifting quotes. And they're all there. There are a couple of these little heart iron-on stickers that I found. Aren't they cool? So you can iron them onto your clothes, not your face. Don't iron them onto your face. Iron them onto your clothes. So you can show your love everywhere you go. There's also a little resin roach clip. There is a much larger patch than the hearts. So remember, the hearts are this size, and then this other patch is this size. So there's a little bit of difference here. And then there is an uplifting quote pen. It says, "Do amazing things." Yeah, so that is the giveaway for tonight. And again, it's the last one for a while. I hope to be back the end of October, but I will be keeping everybody updated as I go along. And just pay attention to my personal page, because, if I decide I'm going to go take a half hour off and go do whatever, I might pop up on my personal page just randomly out of the blue and say, hey, and, do whatever. So pay attention for that, because if I find the time, I might just do that just for the fun of it. And of course, always promoting Pace Radio, but I'll just be doing it on my personal page. So that's it. We're going to put this all back over here. And then I'm going to go make supper. I'm going to make a macaroni casserole. Just, you use Kraft macaroni and cheese, or any macaroni and cheese. Actually, I've got a 3 cheese out there. And you make that. Then you put cream of mushroom soup in with it, and some flaked meat and some cheese. And it's really good. And it's super, super, super easy to make. You throw like the concoction. So you like the soup, the mac and cheese, the flaked meat, and you mix it all up. You stick it in a casserole dish, and you put some breadcrumbs and some cheese on top of it and stick it in the oven for 10 minutes. Super easy and pretty yummy. Yeah. My mom used to make it all the time. And my dad's been requesting it. He went out and bought all the ingredients, and he's like, oh, look, we can make mom's casserole. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. Got this all folded up, put to the side, get my joint, relight it again. And we will bring up the wheel. Just 1 second. Okay. So we bring up the wheel. Dun, 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 and we hit the button just to see who wins. So good luck to everybody. Victoria. Congratulations, Victoria. You are on my friends list. I'm not sure if you're here to see this, but if you don't, I will reach out to you later and get your mailing address and get this off. Congratulations, my love. Yeah, I'm really happy that you won, of course. But that's it, folks. I'm going to click a couple more buttons. I'm going to get back to where my closing is. And I'm going to say thank you so much. And I hope to see you guys the end of October. Please, if you miss me, who knows, you might. Stop by the Mushy Moment Tuesday afternoons here in Nova Scotia. The time is at 4. In Ontario, it is at 3. Out in BC, it is at noon, and different times in between. So stop on over and visit Steve and I on the Mushy Moment. We always have something kind of cool going on over there, a cool guest or a cool story. So thank you very much, and I will see all of you guys in October. Bye.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20 is so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420 enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyendinaga Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420. We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.